with that being said, do we want to go ahead and get started?
Test rolls.
Possibly.
Test rolls.
Test rolls. Test rolls.
18.
Natural one.
Let's go.
19.
Oh, come on. One more.
4.
All right.
Get 20. Get 20.
16, but we also have Sarah. And Diane.
Fucking. I guess I'll roll.
I was gonna say, I can
No, that's fine. I got it. Ten,
In the middle.
and then Diana, wherever the fuck she is. There she is. A whole 6. But what about me? Also a 10.
Demi.
But with that being said, guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome to another episode of War of the Shattered Sun. I am your humble dumble master, the one and only Pooting Pastry, the Farting Tart, joined by my crew of giant slayers, as it were, or giant fighters, I guess. Y'all
Giant
killed
nut
one of them
punchers.
and then brought it back. Giant butchers. We'll go with the term butcher. We have the Punk Guard Dogs, the CGs, the Joe Mojos, the J Frost 747s, and the Wicked Reaver 97s. Sarah is unfortunately not with us tonight. They recently started a new medicine, and by recently, I mean literally yesterday, and it is kicking their ass. So they are unfortunately not with us tonight, but that is quite all right. We shall proceed as scheduled. With that, I suppose I should grab some music. Yeah, can you just do that for the entire session?
No. I have to drink water.
Ah, fair. Last time, deep within the frigid lands of Artesia, Exilia Regalia had finally reached the ancient city of Frorholt. You found a quiet place to rest and strategize before moving in on the Frorholt Amphitheater. There, you found the remains of battle as well as a large cavern. Within this cavern, you found the 2 twin giants, Magni and Modi, and began discussing the terms of your challenge. And with a clever suggestion, Corvin had forfeited his chance at a reward for a deal. If your group became victorious, the brothers would have to leave the civilizations of Artesia alone. The challenge began, and things seemed to be going well for your group. That was until Rovan had accidentally taken the life of Modi via Divine Smite. It was then that Magni unleashed an immense power that shook your group to its core, losing control of his composure and flying into an intense rage. Flit, you rushed over and quickly brought Modi back to life via Revivify, and through your combined efforts alongside Modi, you were able to calm Magni once again, who then declared your group the winners of the aforementioned challenge. The brothers granted you access to their treasure trove, and before leaving, provided a bit of information that you had not been privy to. That they were in fact the sons of Kord, previously Thor, the Stormlord, implying that perhaps this quest from Atlas Oracle Hyas had been less convenient than you may have anticipated. We ended on you all receiving a message from Corvo, saying that you all were needed back in Dragon's Reach ASAP. However, that is ultimately up to you guys. You just got what you came here for. Rovan, you have Hyas's holy symbol. You guys don't have to go back to Dragon's Reach right away if you would rather go ahead and head back to Mount Doomhorn and bring that to Hyas. The choice is ultimately yours. But as we come back into our game, Corvin, you have just received this message.
He'll say, we'll be there as soon as we can. Hopefully we'll be there as soon as we can. Hopefully everyone is safe and well. And that's the message.
Okay. You get another message saying, "Well, everyone's safe for now, but things might get quite hectic soon, so don't take too long."
Noted and understood.
Okay.
He will relay the message to the party. So it looks like Corvo's asking us to come back to Dragon's Reach as soon as we can. Are we going to drop off the item? Are we going? Ravon, where are we going?
Mount Doomhorn.
I hope it's the same place that I'm thinking of, because I'm not sure where on Mount Doomhorn I would be going.
Around the peak. Same area.
Are you wanting to go there now?
Yes.
All right, everyone, bundle up. This is going to get a little bumpy.
Oh boy. You see Diana kind of like pull her coat a bit tighter together to prepare.
Excellent. We are just under. So, Tart,
Yes.
a circle is going to appear around all 7 of us, and this pillar of white light actually not white light, that's somebody else, of like bit of green light's just going to appear as I cast teleport to Mount Doomhorn.
Okay. I don't need to read all this. I am familiar with teleport. I'm very familiar with it. And you have been here before. I'm not going to make you roll for this.
Appreciate that.
But you guys leave the interior of this very cold, now very quiet cavern. And you are pulled through the realm and are once again subjected to a huge gust of cold wind and what appears to be a light rain. As you all appear on the top of Mount Doomhorn. Looks like a storm has approached. Is now hovering above the mountain. Let me change your music real quick.
Okay, that bodes well.
Now, for the record, it's not an extremely intense storm, but it definitely has the inklings of one that could become worse. But for now, it is light-ish. You guys are again met with the cold wind and the rain. And you guys recognize this area from when you were last here, when you had ventured up here alongside your dear friend, Kieran. Ravon. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so Ravon, who are we meeting?
His name is Hyas. He's a Goliath like me. He is a friend of my family.
Once we're done with this and Corvo, we're having a discussion, Ravon, and you can't get out of it this time.
Ravon will be silent.
I would like everyone to make me perception checks.
Seven.
7.
Wait, do we
7.
get Ravon's aura?
That's for saves.
That's for saves.
Gotcha.
So 2 7s.
11.
I was wondering if that was gonna be another 7. Oh,
Natural
Flint!
20.
Damn!
Nice.
I got a natural 20 on the tallest mountain in the world. I can see continents.
He sees God!
And then Ravon.
Fucking
Oh, he's in the
Flint,
storm.
Perception.
Let's use the curvature of the earth.
The world is indeed round.
15.
Man, Flint just blowing y'all out of the water. It takes everyone else's combined checks to beat him. Or to beat Flint. Jesus Christ.
Druids, baby.
Represent.
Flint, you're the first to notice. Over by the cliffside, near where you saw Kieran dispense with her mother's ashes to the winds, there is an altar, which you do recall from the last time. It's just like a simple stone altar, and it's a decently large altar. You think it's maybe supposed to be used more for like religious prayer, as it's about like 15 by 15. It's almost like a cube. And kneeled on top of it, you see a large Goliath figure, roughly the size of Rovan, a bit bigger, somewhere between Rovan and Typhus from when you met him.
It's gonna just kind of knock on Ravon's like armor and just like, is that him?
Rovan, having this figure pointed out to you by Flit, you do indeed see Hyas kneeling on this large stone altar.
It is. Ravan will walk forward.
The clanking of your armor and the is not exactly covered by the sound of the rain, and your the way I'm gonna phrase this is a bit menacing, but I promise it's nothing. Your position is revealed. But it seems that Hyas catches on to the fact that he is not alone, as he sort of, without looking at you, speaks up. Ah, you return.
In giant, he will reply. There you have. And I have your amulet.
Hey, Tart.
Yes.
The moment Rovan starts speaking giant, I'm casting comprehend languages.
Does comprehend languages work on spoken speech? I think that might be tongues. I don't know. Throw it up. Let me double check. Because I think tongues is
It's
the...
any spoken language.
Oh, right. Sorry. Comprehend languages lets you understand it. It doesn't let you speak it, though. That's what tongues does.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always get the fucking two mixed up, because I always am like, yeah, tongues lets you hear and speak it, but I always forget that comprehend languages works with spoken language as well. Okay.
So, because I'm out of firsts, and this doesn't really have any benefit for second levels, I would like to cast this at second level.
Okay, fair enough. Then you will be privy to this conversation that is currently going down. Hyas stands up, this huge set of robes, now covered in rain, sort of dangling from his shoulders and his torso, as he turns around to you, Rovan, and he takes a step off of the altar and begins to approach. Do you hold out the amulet?
He will show the amulet, but he will not hold it out.
Okay. As he approaches, he says to you in Giant, and Corvin, you'll get this as well. Sorry, I'm a bit burpy at the moment.
Oh my.
It has been a number of years since I have last seen this holy symbol. You've done a great favor for myself and for our Lord, Atlas. I thank you.
Did
And
you
he-
know?
Sorry, go ahead.
Ravan will look at him, and in giant still, he's going to go, "Did you know?"
He had his hand out for you to take it, for you to give it to him, but at that question, he slowly retracts his hand. Would you have gone if I had told you? Would it have mattered?
I would have been more prepared.
What is this sense of preparation, Rovan?
I went to fight giants. Instead, I fight the sons of Kord.
You didn't answer my question. If I had told you, would you have gone anyway?
Rovan pauses on that. He'll look at the symbol, and he'll look a little towards that Rykiri's blade hilt, and he will look back to Hyas, and he will go, "Still, I would have."
He nods at that, seemingly processing your response. I did hold this information from you, yes. The gods work in many different ways, and the truth is often harsh. The divine is often unjust, but yet our faith remains. And what of your faith, Vaughn?
He will kind of just pausing longer on this one. And as soon as he kind of lets a minute or two pass, he just looks back and he just says, "I still stand for my lord. But I want to know, is he still here? Or has someone else claimed him? I would know the bitter truth."
Well, as I mentioned before, Ravan, the gods work in many ways, and your belief in them is where you are mistaken. Atlas holds much power, yes, but he is not a divine being like those you and I know. He's not omniscient, but yet he grants us the power to see. He grants us the power to protect. And with that power, our faith remains. For there is glory in our faith. The truth of the matter is, Rovan, Alice has been gone for a very, very long time. And only I remain. His one and only son.
Speak. And Ravan would like to do if it is possible, I want to do a divine sense on Hyas, but he is going to ask, "Speak plainly, and I want to see who you really are."
Go ahead and throw up Divine Sense.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna burn out my retinas.
The moment he says his son, Corbin's eyes definitely go wide for like a small bit, and then kind of back to the neutral face.
Ravon, you sort of blink for a moment, and upon looking at this figure standing in front of you, you see an intense, radiant aura. A celestial. But not just that, a divine presence, or something similar to that. It's not like looking at a god. It's not like looking at a divine being. It's like looking at someone who has how can I put this? It's like looking at someone with golden blood. If you wish to know the kind of person that I am, then perhaps it is time for one last test. And he turns and he begins to walk back over to the altar. Do you stop him?
No, but he will kind of grit his teeth a little bit and go. And what test is that?
Give me one moment. A test of your resolve, Ravon. A test of your faith. And he, very Yakuza style, grabs the robes and rips them from his body, exposing a body covered in black religious scripture. It's very similar to the markings across your body. And as they sort of come in contact with the daylight, they begin to shimmer and glow a dull gold color, and then fade out again. I need to share you all a handout.
Oh,
Oh.
shit!
Well, fuck.
Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck.
Highest,
Whatever.
the world bearer.
Oh!
Yeah, dude.
Look at this fucking Hayachi looking ass.
Oh my god, you can grind meat off those!
Probably.
God.
Probably
God.
pure stone.
When he says he's the son of Atlas, I believe him.
So,
I could grind rock off him!
so for the record,
You can grind diamonds with those.
Corvin, you're the only one privy to this conversation. The rest of you just saw a conversation go through, then Highest rip off his clothes.
Corbin's reaching for the guitar.
What's going on?
This is either a test for him or a test for us. Either way, this is not going to be well.
Highest looks at your group and looks back to you, Ravon. This is between you and I. Your friends ought to stay out of it.
Did he say that in common?
He did say that in common.
Okay.
You all would have heard this.
You're not gonna kill him, are you?
No.
Okay.
Merely test his resolve. I wish to see where his strength comes from. Very, Earthbreaker Groon.
Oh, yeah.
Ron, do you say anything to Highest?
So be it.
Okay.
Why is he
And
so
that's
reckless?
uncommon.
Okay.
Why is he so reckless?
With that, I need to pull up the map.
Tart,
Yes.
I would ask one favor.
A favor.
Yeah. While this is going on, can I do a quick spell work on myself?
I will say that will have to wait until your turn.
Understood.
As his robes, sort of heavy from the rain, fall to the floor, and he cracks his knuckles. A flash of lightning and the sound of thunder rattle throughout the cliff of Mount Doomhorn. Rovan, I need you to roll initiative.
You got it, Chief.
So, the rest of you guys are not allowed to interfere. However, same way as what happened between the fight with between you guys and the fight with Fang, at the end of each round in initiative, which will only be like 2 turns, you guys can provide words of inspiration to provide Rovan with temporary buffs. Sound good?
Sounds good.
But as far as actual spells or anything, this is Rovan's fight. Rovan, please go ahead and roll me initiative.
Will do. Yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna be good. 10.
10. Okay. There's good news. Highest rolled a nat 1.
Oh!
He takes a stance, curling up one fist down by his waist and putting up the other, almost like Goku-esque. You know Goku's like trademark stance, kind of like that, and just stands and awaits your approach. It is your turn.
Alright. Going to utilize Harness Divine Power as a bonus action. Going to remove one of my castings of Channel Divinity to regain a spell slot that is half my proficiency rounded up, so that would be a 3rd level.
Okay.
1/3 level. Rovan will, at this point, pull out Raikiri. One hand on Raikiri, the other on his shield.
Okay.
I will. Oh, go ahead.
As you pull Raikiri out from its sheath, the now decently large fox spirit rallies behind you once more, curling behind your back. And Hyas looks at you and goes, "Strength of faith." He says nothing else.
Rovan will take up a defensive phalanx stance. So I will use the dodge action.
Okay.
And if that is alright, let me just make sure I can do this. So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've already. Okay, never mind. I used a bonus action already, so I wouldn't be able to use Raikiri's ability.
You could.
So, yeah.
You
I
can,
could?
you can use a bonus action as an action, just not the other way around.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, Pact of the Storm Spirit, Guardian Essence going up.
Okay.
going to take that +2 to AC, advantage on concentration, and of course, with the and minus 1d6 for whenever highest attacks.
Okay. You both have a momentary standoff. You bring your shield up, ready to block any blows that come your way. And Hyas looks at you and goes, "Good. Now I shall deal the first blow." And he tightens his stance, and underneath him, the stone altar shatters. As he, like a flash, is upon you. Does a dirty 20 hit?
No.
Okay.
And that is with disadvantage considering defensive stance.
I don't think I understand.
Oh, is it dodge or?
That is dodge,
Okay. Yeah.
which, as far as I know, you did not take.
For my action?
You did Pact of the
Oh.
Storm Spirit as your action.
That's right. Duh. Forgive me.
I was like, what do you mean?
brain fried. Okay. Brain fried anger is only feeling I know for real.
All good. As Hyas dashing up to you, like from it's like it's anime-esque where he's like, there's a cloud, there's like a pulse from where he is, and he is upon you, and he throws one massive fist in your direction and clatters against your shield, ringing out throughout the horizon. But you hold firm. You are able to keep him back. I need to see. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. So, second attack. That is even worse. That is a 16. So
Still doesn't hit.
he comes around after the first strike and tries to like get you with an overhead strike, and you throw your shield up again and are able to block it. But he's got flurry of blows.
Oh no.
That is a 23 to hit.
23 meets.
Okay.
So I don't have my Shield of Faith up. Because I don't believe I would still have it up.
With your shield now up, raised up, your belly is exposed, and he quickly brings his leg up and kind of like just almost like Spartan kicks you backwards. You are going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are pushed back.
Stone. Actually, hold on. I'd like to roll that d6.
Okay. Okay, so down to, what did I say, 12? So down to 2.
No. It's I can only subtract 2 from it, so I'm taking 10 damage.
Oh, sorry. My brain. Never mind.
You're
Ignore
fine,
me.
man.
Ignore me.
You're fine. It's
My brain
happening
don't
today.
worky. But with his way of open hand feature, with that blow, he's going to push you back 15 feet.
I
All
see.
right.
And then with that, he is boosh, 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 boosh upon you again. Practically, like, nearly imperceptible to the human eye as he comes upon you once again. That is a 21. That is not going to hit.
Nope.
As he comes back around one more time with a flying spinny kick, and you quickly able to track him. You throw up your shield one more time and block it. Do you need to roll concentration on Guardian Essence?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. as he takes a step back from you and assumes another stance. He goes, "Good. Show me your resolve." And that is going to be his turn. The rest of you. This guy is old, he's big, and he's fucking fast. Ravon needs some words of encouragement.
Do I actually give it to him right now?
I have something funny.
Okay. You like funny.
When all else fails, kick him in the dick!
True. Alright. Flit.
Didn't we? I guess Flit actually doesn't know, so I can't say it. Never mind.
Fair enough.
Like, you got this, Ravon. I guess. I don't know what's happening.
Not the best words of encouragement your party could give to you, but still good enough. You were going to gain an extra +1 to hit on your upcoming turn.
Woo!
It's just gonna look on over to Corbin. What is even going on?
Test of strength and faith. Shit, he says, concerned and confused at the same time.
Ravon, it is your turn.
Dodging 3 out of the 4 hits, but feeling the 1. Ravon's going to tap into that inner wellspring of pure pain. I will pop a Shield of Faith
Shield of Faith, okay.
as a bonus action. So my AC jumps up another 2.
Okay.
Ravon will then immediately go on the offensive.
Okay, go for it. Roll me some attacks.
Alright. One-handed Raikiri. 22.
22 will hit.
This is normal damage for this one hit.
Okay.
19 slashing, 7 damage.
That was a real fucking good roll. Jesus.
You're telling me.
That was max on Raikiri
You're telling me, bro.
on the standard damage. Okay. You got another.
Going for a second quick strike, and this one will be imbued with a divine smite.
Okay, go for it.
Second level. $33.
Yeah, that'll hit.
11 slashing, 9 lightning, and that'll be 3d8 radiant. 13.
Okay. He takes the first one across the chest, and as you bring your sword back around for the second strike, he clocks it and he grabs it out of the air. The blade sinking into his hand, and then you see that divine pulse of energy course through his body, to which he somewhat shudders to. And then he looks at you and goes, "Good. More!" And he sort of pushes you back lightly, or pushes the sword back away lightly. Is that your turn?
Used action, bonus action, free action, just screaming out in bellowing rage. You want fury? I will give you fury.
Okay. That comes back to
That's
his
in
turn.
common.
Okay. That is a 27 to hit.
It's going to hit.
As you sort of lose your composure for a moment and let the rage sort of bellow inside you, he just clocks you straight across the jaw. That is going to be 12 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a con save.
I will be able to use Raikiri's ability.
You will.
And also, if it would be alright with you, Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
Burning it. So I'll
Sorry,
go on the-
that's right. I need a concentration save and a. Actually, hold on. I need to make sure I did the right save. Yeah. So I need 2 con saves.
Alright, first I'm gonna do the Stone's Endurance. No damage! With, 15.
Okay. Pretty good.
Alright, and this will be with advantages thanks to Raikiri. I'd like to re-roll that, Chief.
For the concentration check.
If I failed.
The concentration check, you took 0 damage. No, you didn't
Oh,
fail.
never mind. Duh, I'm an idiot.
That being said, I need another.
My apologies, sir. Uh, 19?
Raikiri is only gives advantage on concentration checks, correct?
Oh. I think you might be right. My apologies if that is the case.
All
I'm
good.
so sorry.
Just confirming.
Let me bring it up. Guardian, advantage on concentration checks and reduces. Yes.
Okay.
Apologies. Then I will take that as the actual.
Then the
8.
8 fails. As you
Yes.
feel the fist connect with your jaw, and you are able to shrug it off anime style as you begin to turn back towards him, and he says to you, I don't want your fury. You are far beyond that. I want your resolve. And you feel your body lock up. You are now stunned.
Fuck.
So, with that, you are incapacitated. You cannot move. You can only speak falteringly. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and creatures roll attacks against you with advantage. So, he's going to roll this next attack against you with advantage. Yeah, that's a 32 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna slam.
That is 17 bludgeoning damage as you sort of begin to lower your arms a bit from your body, just sort of shutting down. And he gets you right in the chest, right in the sternum with his palm, and you feel something in your chest crack. And you are going to be pushed backwards into Corvin. Corvin, go ahead and make me a dex save.
Does he technically get my aura?
Actually, yeah, he would.
28.
Okay. You are able to easily step out of the way as you see a whole Rovan coming your way.
No, 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 no.
Someone stupid, get out of my way!
Oi!
Rovan, you feel woozy. You feel dizzy on your feet. You're trying to hold up your sword again, but you are still stunned as Hyas slowly begins to walk towards you. You,
Sure, jump
my
ahead of
son,
Sanji.
confuse rage with faith. You confuse being just and being spiteful. You confuse your duty and vengeance. Allow me to set you straight! And he's gonna do a flurry of blows on you.
Oh boy.
That is a 30 to hit
That's gonna hit.
for another 15.
Okay.
And then I don't think that one will hit. That's a 23, which actually I need 2 more concentration checks because you've been hit twice now
Okay.
for Shield of Faith.
23.
Okay, that's 1.
20.
Okay. Shield of Faith stays up, and you are able to. That means you are able to narrowly avoid the 23 hit as he comes up to you and he grabs you by the shoulders and he just brings your face down upon his knee, and you stumble backwards 15 more feet as he begins to move further towards you. He gets up in front of you, and he just kind of gets in your face. I know you are better than petty rage. And that is his turn. We go to the rest of the party. Guys,
Okay.
Ravon looks like he's getting his ass beat right now. Whatever Hyas did to him a second ago completely shut him down.
Okay, I got something this time.
You got something this time.
Gone by a foot.
Come on, Ravon. If you are gonna beat Torin someday, you gotta beat this guy.
Anyone else?
I already went. I'm not going to do anything this round.
Anyone else?
False, please.
Lily is gonna try to assist in the encouragement. I mean, if this guy can kick your ass, I bet you I can too.
Okay. As your teammates begin to cheer you on more, you're gonna have a +2 to your upcoming Constitution check to shake off the stun, which means we go to your turn. I need that Constitution save.
Will do. And if need be, I will blow the one charge of the lucky.
Okay.
So let me roll Constitution. I'm assuming a 15 is not going to pass it.
Well, what's the total? So +2 plus your aura. That's what, a 20?
Yes.
21?
20.
20 is what you needed.
Oh, thank God.
You kind of hearing the words of your friends cheering you on. You see Hyas in front of you, and you sort of take a moment to gather yourself. Unfortunately, because of the stun, that is your turn. Hyas sees a glimmer in your eyes and goes, "That's better. That's what I want to see. Show me your faith! Where does your strength come from?" And he is going to use his action to dodge and skip his turn. The rest of the group, anybody want to give Ravon some encouragement? I just now realized on the scrying map he's way up at the top. My bad. My bad for those watching.
I went last time.
Punkles, you got anything?
I'm thinking.
While you think, Diana's gonna call it and go, "Come on, Ravon! You just killed a whole giant! I mean, this guy's not that bad, right?" Kind of turning to you, Corey, right?
We did fight a dragon!
Okay. Ravon, you're gonna have a +2 to hit on your upcoming turn.
Alright.
Is your go.
Ravon will not hit. he's going to expend every last bit of his lay on hands in himself. All 50 points.
Okay. As your action, you still have a bonus action.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. There isn't a whole lot I can do as a bonus action besides. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Just shield back up, sword right there. And Ravon grits his teeth again. This time he's taking measured breaths.
Do you say anything to Hyas?
He has something,
Okay.
but he's going to hold back on saying it.
Okay. You take a moment to collect yourself. Go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
You, in this moment, you kind of let yourself calm down for a moment, realizing that he's right. You are indeed getting heated. And you think back to the last words that Fang gave you before you two separated. In restraint, there is power. That's it. Is that your turn?
Nothing else I can do.
Okay. We go back to Hyas. Who I need to check one thing. Bless whoever that was.
Gesundheit.
Sorry, I'm checking this. Okay. Alright. He looking at you and seeing this in new sense, seeing that you have regained your composure, goes, good. Don't lose it again. And he's going to take a couple strikes at you. That's a 29 to hit.
It's gonna hit.
For 14.
I'm going to have Raikyri's 1d6 minus that.
Okay.
With Guardian. Take a 9.
Okay. As he comes around and he spins around and he actually goes very low and sweeps one of your legs out from under you. I need you to make me a dex save.
Dexterity save?
Yes.
Coming right up. I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to use anything for my Shield Master.
No, this is not a damaging
Yeah.
effect.
Alright. $24!
Okay. You feel your balance get swept out from under you, but you're quickly able to regain it and keep yourself upright. He's going to go for another strike. Again, 29, so
A hit.
15 damage. I need you to make me one more dex save as he goes for the other leg now.
Alright. Dirty 20, and
I'll do it.
I'd like to use my last Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
So... 7.
As you hold yourself together, he looks at you and goes, good. You're more focused. This is what I wanted. And he is going to kind of come around and he's going to try to bell clap you with Flurry of Blows.
Chocolate.
That is not going to hit. And that's not either. So he goes to hit you with a bell clap, and you throw up both of your arms like boxing style and are able to keep them off of your head. That is his turn. We're back to you.
Wait, wouldn't it be,
Oh, right. You're right. I had my initiative mixed up. Rest of the group.
Beat his ass!
Trying to word this correctly. Ravon, you are the pride of your family. It's champion. You can do this.
Ice doesn't say anything. The words ring out to you, Ravon. Once again, you're going to get that +2 to attack on this turn.
all right. It's at this point, Ravon kind of immediately throws back the arms a little bit and goes for a quick twin slash.
Okay?
No radiant on this.
Okay.
One-handed. Rakiri. Yeah.
I'm going to need a severity roll.
$16.
Okay. You just miss.
All right. Taking a second swing.
Okay. You
31.
almost landed on that 3.
3.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
That 3 is haunting you. It almost landed on it both times.
Yeah.
In nomine Patri, Filii, Spiritus et Sancti. All right. Gonna be 17 slashing, 6 lightning.
Okay. Something interesting happens on this attack as you feel focused. Rather than a one-on-one fight, it feels almost like student and master sparring. You feel light on your feet. You feel faster. You feel stronger. You feel better. Not just physically, but mentally. And as you take this swing at Hyas, a bolt of lightning comes down and it fuses itself into your sword. Go ahead and throw on there another 3d8.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. And it's still no.
Only 6, but that is okay.
Damage is damage.
As this one really seems to actually strike at Hyas as he kind of stumbles back and goes, "Ah, good. Gods are now seeing you as worthy. Do you see yourself as worthy? Where does your faith reside?"
Where it's always been. And Ravon just looks highest in the eyes. And where it shall always remain.
It's gonna go to Hyas' turn. That is a 20 to hit as he goes out, as he calls out, "I said, where?" As he goes to palm strike you, and you throw up your shield and it rings out once again. You feel yourself slide backwards a couple feet from the intense force of this strike. You think that would have been real bad if that had hit you. As he pushes you back, he stops. And he waits. He's going to forego the rest of his turn. Rest of the group.
Lily's gonna call out. You're gonna have a really cool story to tell Kieran.
Let him know, Ravon. He wants to know where your faith is coming from. I'd say this is a perfect time to give it.
Okay. Ravon. You are not
Yes.
you are not going to receive a boon from this turn.
Understood.
The question must be answered. Is your turn.
Starting off in giant. My faith. My faith. And switching to common. My faith comes from within. From the strength of my body. From the bone I forged. From those I love. From those I've lost. And for those I fight for. You want to know, son of Atlas? My faith comes from beyond even the heavens itself. From the indomitable will. I am the living mountain. I am the chosen of the world lifter. I am son of the great bull. I am indomitable. And with that, Ravon is going for a heavy swing. 3rd level Divine Smite.
Okay. Roll your attack.
$25.
That will hit.
$12 slashing, 8 lightning.
Okay. Then your divine smite.
48. 19.
Okay. As your words pierce the very heavens themselves, you feel an immense surge of power come over yourself. Not unlike before, where this bolt of lightning came down and assisted in your strike. You feel like the very earth itself is lending itself into your strike. Go ahead and roll me another 3d8.
Will do. 16.
Okay. You throw the heaviest of haymakers at this man with your sword, and he throws up both hands and he throws up both arms to block, boxing style, and it leaves an immense gash across his forearms. And with the intense force of it, he's pushed back 10 feet. It's still your turn.
Gonna charge in.
Okay, go
Going
for it.
for another hit. Screaming out. And I am all! And he is going for a uppercut slice.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Alright. I'm assuming a 16 won't hit.
It will not hit. As you throw all this power into your first strike, you feel some untouched sense of power leak out from underneath your body, from within your body, as you push him back. And as you go to charge, your body doesn't seem to quite keep up, and your swing doesn't quite make it to him. And Haya seems to see this, and he puts his foot down, and he stomps down on the blade.
May I do something for my bonus action?
Sure.
Shoving him 5 feet with my shield.
Okay, athletics check.
Alright. And if it's alright with you, I'd like to flavor it as when I miss, immediately go for a quick, kind of like backhand jab into his face.
Yeah,
If it hits.
absolutely.
25.
You're fucking serious. 24.
Let's go.
Woohoo!
You're pushing him back, you said?
5 feet.
So as he stomps down on your blade, you take the opportunity and come back with your strike, and you just, with all your remaining momentum and force, just push him back an additional 5 feet. He's now standing in the midst of your group. You still have a bit of movement if you want to get up to him, or you can call it if you want.
Yeah, I'm taking the offensive. I'm moving forward towards him.
Okay. That is going to be the end of your turn, though.
Yep.
As Hyas, being pushed back, prepares himself as he assumes a stance. He throws one arm up high and the other down low. And he thrusts forward with both hands in a double palm strike. As a 29 to hit, and I need you to make
Hit.
me as it hits you square in the chest. You feel these vibrations go throughout your body. Something very familiar to you as you fought Torin. I need you to make me a con save.
You got it, Chief. $21. Or, yeah.
Okay. You pass. So, first of all, I need the damage from the strike itself.
Okay.
That is, oh my god, that was max damage. That is 18.
D6 with Raikiri?
Absolutely.
13.
Okay. So, yeah, 13.
Okay.
You feel your bones buckle underneath in your chest cavity, almost caving in on your lungs. You lose all the breath in your chest and lungs, and you are pushed back 15 feet from this massive blow. And with that save, even though you passed, because way of open palm monks are fucking stupid, you are going to take 55 necrotic damage. I need to know, are you still up?
I am.
Okay. How, out of curiosity, how much do you have left?
On a scale of 1 to 121? 3.
Oh! You feel this surge of force and power rock your body to its core. It's like being hit by a freight train. You are barely standing on your feet as you dug your sword into the ground. You are running on pure instinct at this point, but you are still standing. What do you say to Hyas?
I will not go down that easy.
Hyas, who was still in the stance from this blow he just delivered to you, stands up straight. This is what I wanted from you. You have passed. And that is the end of combat.
Oh.
Sheesh!
Sheesh,
So-
dude. Good shit, dude. Yes, Corvin, go ahead and do your insight check.
I was gonna say, like, as it leads up, he's definitely throwing out a healing word. 15.
I'm pretty sure he broke my lasagna.
You're pretty sure he broke most of your ribs.
So healing word at level 2.
Yes. So, Corvin, what exactly, just for my own reference, what exactly are you trying to insight from his, from the thing he said?
Because Bison has a bull helmet, he's trying to make the connection.
It would make sense. That is what you will get. It would make sense.
Alright. Healing word, and then hopefully that helps him stand on his feet.
Okay. Rovan, even with the healing word, you are feeling rough as you buckle down to your feet. Hyas walks on over to you and holds a hand to help you off the floor.
We'll vomit a bit of blood off to the side. And greatly, and just take the hand and lift it up.
He pulls you off of the ground, and he kind of claps you on the other shoulder. You've done well. Your faith holds strong. Never forget where your strength comes from. And know that faith will always be there to catch you when you fall. And never let yourself sink down into the pit of vengeance and rage. And Ravon, you feel a sort of power come over you, some sort of bolster. You feel stronger, better, and you look down and you see that the handle for Raikiri, the sword, has grown. It now resembles a dragon claw. And you see Raikiri the fox in its full form, its full strength, come around and encircle Hyas, much like he did with you before you fought. Ravon, you have achieved 2 things. Your first one is your final Raikiri upgrade. You now wield the power to wield the very storm itself. On a natural 20, you can sunder an opponent's armor or weapon, granting them a -2 to AC or a -2 to hit. This effect does not stack. And finally, through your conjoined faith with the Stormlord and the World Bearer Atlas, you've gained the boon of the Twin Faith. You gain a third usage of your channel divinity, and more so, you gain a third option for your channel divinity: Unyielding Resilience. As a bonus action, you can now use your channel divinity to bolster yourself, granting yourself advantage on all strength and constitution saves until the start of your next turn. Moreover, if you are forced to roll a dexterity saving throw, you can opt to roll a constitution save instead.
Ooh.
I will send you both of these.
I greatly appreciate it.
Hyas looks to you and goes, "With that, my job is finished. Remember, there is glory in our faith. And you are now needed elsewhere. And never forget this lesson that you have learned." As the storm begins to settle and the sun and sky begin to emerge, as you see now upon the horizon a beautiful sunset. And as we leave this scene with Hyas, that is where we're going to take our break.
Ooh.
Hey, fucking Way of Open Hand monks are fucking nasty, dude.
Yeah. They
It's like-
are.
Way of Open Hand is the definition of be careful who you make fun of in high school.
Yeah, late levels, they get nasty.
Yeah,
Well-
it's like nothing, nothing, nothing. Level 17, I become the slayer of deities.
For reference, Hyas had 260 max health.
Fuck.
You brought him down to 116.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. But, with that being said again, we are going to take a break. Thank you all for those who have tuned on in so far. I want to thank Anna, who rated us earlier in the stream. Anna, I hope you had a good stream. Anna also also runs a bakery on their channel. Well, a cafe, rather. The Starlight Cafe.
Anna.
I feel like you're making a reference, Joe. One that I'm not getting.
I'll send you the video later. It's a John Silver bit.
Got you. But, with that, I am going to go top off my water, and we will be right back.
Harete.
Water sounds delicious.
I'm gonna leave this song on because I love it.
I have a hydro flask. Alright, I may as well pop out chat. Hello chat. I hope you are all behaving. As well as I hope you are all enjoying your night. So, for those who are curious, Intercontinental title match is on right now. And yeah, they're beating the actual shit out of each other with just their palms. So, yeah.
I know little about the match, but I've heard that there are genuine concerns about a splash zone.
Let's just say, 3 work a very, these three work a very stiff style, and they use a lot of chops. Hell, one of them is kind of famous for delivering the hardest.
Understood.
Like, I'm talking, he slaps your chest, it sounds like a gunshot.
Ah, so, thunder at 1 a.m. Gotcha.
Yeah. If one of these guys doesn't come out with a purple bruised chest, I will be surprised.
I'll have a purple heart.
Fucking, they deserve that later. But yes, hello, the little moon. How have you been?
Hey, Moon. Yeah, we were, not in so much in danger with this particular encounter. Last one was a little scurry.
Yeah. You fucking go up against an ascended goddamn storm giant. Yeah, it gets scary.
And this, and that fight is why Revivify is not exclusively reserved for your party.
Yeah, exactly. It can be a good bargain, a good way to be like, hey, we just wasted this fucking huge ass diamond. So please trust us.
True. Nothing says, here, why don't you listen to what I have to say that nothing says listen to me than saving your ass from the Reaper.
The fucking Reaper just looks and snaps his fingers. Drats.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the That's Rough Buddy, and I'm just appreciating for a second that the way the gift is looped, it has, most people have the That's Rough Buddy as it, but it also includes Suko just looking up, like doing that moment of processing exactly what was just said.
I mean, your friend, newfound friend, okay, acquaintance. Yeah, acquaintance. You have your acquaintance pretty much divulge personal information and says, yeah, my girlfriend became the bone. I would be sitting there floored going, like, that's an appropriate response.
I'm back. How we doing?
That is the appropriate response. That's why it is now the appropriate response. You can't respond to it with anything else.
I just now realized I never took off the charity thing, but that's fine. I guess I can just do that now. Hashtag Trevor Project, by the way.
Correct.
Hashtag.
Yeah, so that was a good time. I got to beat somebody's ass as a monk.
That's always fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're okay with not having max DPS, Monk is a fantastic subclass. It's a fantastic class.
I don't really see the problem with monks, honestly speaking. Sometimes I want to beat a motherfucker with my fists.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go into it, but I'm not gonna. Especially because I just sung the praises.
It's also fun being a strength-based monk with a Balduga Cloud Giant strength. Smile.
Oh
That's
god.
fun.
Yeah, no, Hyas is fucking jacked.
I can see.
So, I don't know if you can answer this or not, but so I guess it is implied that Cord/Thor was watching this and decided to give him aid with the extra 3d8.
Yes, it makes sense that Cord was watching this, considering that his son died One of his sons died.
Yeah, but he got better.
You get better.
I just like the idea of, just like while this is all happening and while this is all talking, we're just in a rainstorm and Corvin's just like taking a big stick through the snow and just writing out in huge letters, "We cool," with a question mark.
Yeah,
It would
so
be
for
with this-
anyone, I will say above game, for anyone worried about your group potentially being smote down by the God Court, you do not need to worry.
Also,
Oof.
CJ, it wouldn't be with a stick. He would be a lot more sophisticated and use minor illusion. It would
Still
like
be
have
funny though.
it would have like acrylics and everything.
Alright, quick roll call. CG.
We cool?
Tart, we cool? J Frost. Okay.
Ice cold.
Joe.
Dad, the French Canadians made me cry.
Punk. Punkles? No punkles yet. And Weevu.
I literally sat down at my chair as you said Joe's name.
Let's go. Just measuring who is here. Now we wait on Punkles.
Hey, so can I talk about something?
Uh-huh.
So, I got to walk around my downtown today, and it's the first time I've actually been outside, like out in my little downtown of my little city I live in. Pardon my gremlin.
Child.
Child's brushing his teeth. But I found out that there's been a freaking locally owned dispensary that's been on like this little main street this entire time I've lived here. And I had no fucking idea. And that
Nice.
they're barely hanging on because of the stupid big one that has bought out most of Sepulpa.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, well, I know where I'm shopping from now on.
Mhm.
So TLDR, please shop local. This is literally a recipe. Like they bake their own edibles.
Uh-huh.
And it's their great grandma's recipe. And then when the grandma found out that they had altered it to be cannabis friendly, grandma was like, hey, as long as I'm helping people with this, but where's my cut? And so it's like, it's so sad to see all these little businesses that get bought out. And then it ends up like our little main street is pretty dead comparatively.
Mhm.
And then I found out that there was like a bunch of old ladies having a psychedelic meeting in next door to this dispensary.
Mhm.
Because the old lady had asked my partner if he was there for the meeting, and he was like, "What meeting?" It's like psychedelic meeting. I was like, "What?"
Shh.
It's a meeting of psychics.
So a meeting of the minds.
Yes.
I kind of wanted to go, so I'm actually TLDR. May check it out.
Random
Is-
question.
Okay, go ahead.
Random question. If would a bunch of psychics gathering and mentally doing a conference be called Brain Trust?
God.
I like it. I like your joke.
Is
I like the
Punkles
joke too.
back? Is my friend Punk here? Am I going to have to go harass my friend?
Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
I'm gonna.
Independent of them being here or not.
I'm going to get up to go harass them, and then they're going to come back. I'm going to go harass them.
So, how's everyone feeling?
I bit hard on a near fall.
My bird is making me mochi waffles.
That sounds delicious.
I'm enjoying.
I had to do grocery shopping, dinner making, and then D&D all back to back.
You've had a full day. River, I'm confused how mochi and waffle. What?
Yeah. Pretty much. So mochi flour gives it the texture of like actual mochi, and you can pretty much put it into any baked good.
I was right. I got downstairs and I
The
heard
rice
Punk
flour?
talking to
Okay.
y'all.
The threat of harassing.
Listen, we all know that Punk would have been out for another 5 minutes if you had stayed.
True, because that's just how the world works.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are we good to continue?
I believe so.
Just want to confirm one more time that J Frost is here.
I am good, sir.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and change our music. Following the confrontation with Hyas, Rovan, you feel emboldened. More importantly, you feel smarter. You feel like you realize your proper sense of purpose. Do you give Hyas his holy symbol back?
With a firm yet friendly motion, you will hand over Hyas' symbol.
Okay. He takes it from you. And he thanks you. And then he looks at you and goes, "And with that, my pilgrimage is complete. I head back down the mountain. And I wish the rest of you all a very safe next step of your journey."
Whittles the ruby inclined chalk in his hands. Yeah, but it should be fine.
He nods to your group and he turns back to you, Rovan. You've chosen very good friends. Keep them close.
I will do everything I can to protect them.
I know. And he pats you on the shoulder one more time. And he moves past you. And he leaves. As soon as he is out of sight, you feel your body kind of almost give out from under you as the adrenaline sort of comes down. And Diana kind of rushes over to you. Run! And she is going to use her Preserve Life feature to bring you back up to whatever half of your hit points are.
Thank
Holy
you. Can
hells.
I do one fun thing, though?
Yes.
One dumb fun thing.
Absolutely.
May I roll a Constitution save to see if I vomit more blood?
Yes, absolutely. I was gonna make you roll me one anyway, so this works.
Do you want to do something more stupid, Ravon?
What's that?
You want a random potion?
A toast to
give-
your victory.
Would I be wise enough to know what's going if they do a potion to me?
Roll me a
Can we?
wisdom check.
Wisdom check, you got
Yeah.
it, Chief.
Fuck it.
13.
Why are we doing this?
You figure now is probably not the best time, considering that you very likely could have died just now.
Maybe a bit. I nearly threw at my liver.
You're not
Good.
sure you...
Just making sure you're not a complete idiot.
You're not sure you could even hold the potion down at this current moment in time. You feel like you got in a fight with a fucking Triceratops.
If a weird wingless dragon, kind of just looks to Diane and Corey and goes, when we get back, I'm going to need a lot of cheese.
Alright, gang?
Would this area be good to put the teleportation circle down on, or no?
Yes. Especially now that
Okay.
the rain has ended. You think that the rain would have given you some difficulty if it were to continue, but now that it has let up, you think you would be okay. My dog is licking my feet.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Stop it. Trying to get them
Um,
dogs.
So, Corvin is for sure going to be doing a teleportation circle around all of us.
Are you doing a healing word on Ravon, Corey?
Yes.
First level?
Oh wait, we're out of combat, so
Yeah, it's max, but I just want to know what level
9.
you're giving it. Okay. So an additional 9, Ravon. Corvin, you finish marking up the teleportation, teleportation circle. Jesus Christ! And unless anyone has any other business here, going once, going twice. Okay. As you all, very similar to the teleportation spell from before, you all are whisked away across the realm one more time to a very familiar and thankfully warmer scene. Dawn in Dragon's Reach. Barely dawn. Barely dawn. Like, like, as close to dawn as you can get.
It's not actually light out, it's just the dark is not as dark right now.
Correct. But it's warm. Warmer, rather. It's a little chilly just because it's night and there's that nice, like, ocean breeze going. But it is definitely warmer. And you guys are back in Dragon's Reach once again.
Flint is going to raise both of her hands into the air. Heat! Oh, heat!
Can we agree to, like, meet Corvo whenever we're done sleeping?
Funny that you mentioned that, Corvin. Because you get...
throws off the jacket.
Corvin, you get another message from Corvo that goes, "Where the hell are you guys? I thought you were on your way."
Responds back, literally just got back to the castle. Please give us a moment to process. There's like a long delay before he says process.
Okay, quick clarification, just for my sake. Did you warp you guys back to the castle? Because I assumed you warped to the Cruel Lady, because that's where...
Oh!
I mean, if you want to do the castle, that's fine. I just want a clarification for my sake.
We could do the Cruel Lady because of the thing. As Joe completely spaced that, but Corbin definitely would have.
No, it's all good. The Cruel Lady is admittedly not super far from the castle itself, so it's not a terribly long walk. It's maybe like a 10-minute walk. I just wanted to clarify.
So to redo, we literally just made it to the Cruel Lady, so please, just patience.
Okay. You send that off, and he does not pester you again.
He will also send out one more message to Theon for the thing I sent you earlier.
Yes. Let me just read that. Let me just read that up one more time. So to clarify, the thing that you sent him originally, are you sending the original message to him now, or would you have done that before you left the first time?
Probably before we left the first time.
Okay. Let me see. Let me roll for him. Let me see if he hasn't done already. Okay. He would message you back saying that it is completed.
Tremendous.
Alright, gang. I presume you start heading back to the castle, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're hoofing it.
You guys, after a very long day that consisted of several fights, especially for Rovan, who took several beatings, one in the form of a storm giant, and one in the form of not a storm giant, but just a very angry monk. Or not even angry, just very determined monk.
I was gonna say.
You all feel the adrenaline start coming back down. You sort of begin stripping the additional layers from yourselves as you kind of walk, so you're not burning up in the fucking, like, tundra wear that you were wearing. Eventually, you guys, after a bit of a walk, find your way back to the castle. You kind of presume that the place you're heading for is the meeting room. I presume that is where you wish to go.
Unless we got directions elsewhere.
Okay. You head off in that direction to the very familiar space. And you do indeed find two individuals. Corvo and Theon. Corvo has kind of, like, he has his hands sprawled out over the table, and he's looking down at what appears to be some large piece of parchment, and he kind of looks up at you guys and goes, "Oh, there you are." And you kind of look at him, and he has very obviously not slept. You don't know for how long, but he has very obviously not slept. And Theon, who looks like he has slept, but looks like, looks like he did sleep very much. But this is not nearly to the same degree that Corvo is currently dealing. Wait, Corvo looks up at you all and goes, "Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. Please, what the hell happened to you guys?" Kind of looking at your conditions, especially looking over at Rovan. You guys get in a fight? What?
Several.
Many.
We met 3 demigods and fought all of them, kinda.
You know what? I don't want to. I don't want to. This is not a time for matters of faith. This is time for matters of dire importance. All right, everyone gather around. We got a lot to talk about. As you all sort of begin to gather around the table once more, you guys look, you kind of catch a glance at this parchment that Corvo's looking at, and it looks like a map, similar to a war map. There are markings on it in red flags. Anyone who wants to gather more, go ahead and make me investigation checks. I'll allow anyone to do this.
Okie
dokie.
Page.
I'll also
7.
allow. I'll let you reroll if you want, Flip. I will substitute perception if people would rather do that.
26.
I'll take a perception.
Yes, babe.
I will definitely perceive then.
9.
16.
Appropriate
Natural.
for Rovon.
Ravon is currently fighting.
Nat 2.
It's hard to really perceive when one half of your face looks like a beat up fucking piece of raw meat.
I've gone blind.
I've looked like Rocky after he went a couple
Was a-
rounds with Mr. T.
Found
I was
the
just
exact
supposed
same
to get-
reference.
Hey, Adrian! I got that TV!
22 for me.
Imagine never seeing Rocky 3.
Lily, the angle is a bit difficult to make out, but this does look a bit familiar to you in terms that it does look like a war map of sorts. The rest of you see that there is markings that specifically this is a map of Asterios. And there are red markings down around Evergreen and Dry Hollow. And there are
I would have.
Hmm?
I would have argued for Lily to have advantage because I am literally a captain.
You know what?
I
No,
am
that's a valid point.
trained.
Roll with advantage. Roll again. I'll allow it. You're absolutely
Try
right.
that crit. Get that crit.
Okay. There you go.
25.
You'll get the same thing as everyone else then, except Rovod, because get fucked, I guess. There are scribbles and writing down around Evergreen, especially focused on Dry Hollow. Dry Hollow, there is a big red X drawn throughout it, and there are 4 tiny red flags. 1 on each major capital, excluding Evergreen, so Dry Hollow, and the Fierce Lands, so Zorn. The other 4 capitals, Dragon's Reach, Onyx Vale, New Eden, and Aramor, all have a little red flag and are circled in like red paint.
What is going on here?
So, Flit, for those of you who don't know, had me kind of investigating your encounter with Oz, who had brought in these Ordian into the city, and you want to know how, and boy howdy did I know how. He didn't bring them into the city per se. No, there's, as I discovered, a hive underneath the surface of Dragon's Reach.
Oh!
Yeah, it's dormant at the moment, but with that I found a bit more, so I found that, the Hellfire Assembly has been working very hard and has had to have been here for some amount of time to set up an operation of this extent, and I found a base of operations underneath Dragon's Reach. Yes, you are welcome to put up the circles, that is totally fine. Base, in fact, I'll do one more for you.
Thank you.
I need a color. Red. And then I need... polygon. Nope. Stop. I just want a line.
I got it.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Then I need... Oh, I probably could have just done freehand. One half of this is gonna look really scuffed. There we go. I snuck in, I disguised myself, did that whole thing, and I found that things are bad. Things are really, really bad. So, you all may remember the assault on Dry Hollow, correct? A couple months ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you all remember that it was a mixture of orcs and these Orien creatures, yes?
Also Crooks.
Uh-huh.
And the traitor.
Yes. Gross. Besides the point. I found that was a test. A test for something much larger.
Test.
Yes, a test. The reason the orcs were there were to be a deterrent for the Orien, to see if they could control the chaos. I found a number of journals, and he kind of pulls up his bag and puts it on the table, and you see he starts pulling out what look to be like individual scraps of parchment and journals, and he starts kind of just spreading them around the table. Long story short, the Hellfire Assembly is planning a massive terror plot. Each one of these locations, Dragon's Reach, Onyx Vale, Aramor, New Eden, each one of these have these Orien nests underneath the cities, cultivating for God knows how long, and the Hellfire Assembly is planning to release them, awaken them, and let them spread throughout the streets and cause chaos. And this is meant to be a distraction so that I presume the Blood Talons or whoever can assassinate the remaining 4 leaders of Asterios. That includes Cedric, that includes Lady Silverstone, that includes Canthmore, Lady Bloodwing, everyone.
Killing off the remainder of the old guard.
Yes. More specifically, killing off the political leaders. Can't fight a war if there's no one to lead. My only presumption is that once the leaders are dead, nothing will stop Skull from taking over the rest of the continent.
But what does Scott get out of all of this?
Exactly what he's been hoping for. He wants to win the war. He wants to spread his reign. He wants nothing but subjugation and fear.
And knowing what they're planning to do with awakening Normandia, that reign is going to be short-lived.
Unless they have convinced him to but motive doesn't really matter in this regard. What matters is that this is really bad. We are talking thousands upon thousands of deaths. We are talking complete political breakdown. We are talking total annihilation of our country, of Asterios. And my only problem is that I don't know how soon this is planning to be unleashed, but things are moving. If Oz was willing to release a few individuals of these Orien into the city streets to help him fight, then that means 2 things. 1, they have some means to control the chaos, as I mentioned before, and 2, this means they're likely planning something soon, which means we have to move. Theon sort of speaks up at this point and goes, if all this is correct, which admittedly most of this is speculation, and Corvo kind of goes, speculation? Are you kidding me? Speculation? It's all right here! And he starts like flipping through some of the journals, and Theon goes, I know. Please, calm yourself. What this means is that we have very limited time. And very limited resources to deal with 4 major scale attacks that could potentially happen simultaneously. However, now that we have discovered this plan, that means we have the upper hand. And that means we can plan around it. Corvo, kind of regaining his composure, goes, right, so, from what I was able to gather from the Hellfire Assembly base here in Dragon's Reach, which we'll get to that, the bases and the cultivation of the Hellfire Assembly is actually not that large. Frankly, I think in small teams, we could very likely go in and wipe them out. The problem is not being able to wipe them out before they can release the Orion, which means we're going to have to do several simultaneous coordinated strikes.
I'm sorry.
What?
So, you're proposing that we are split into small groups to take care of all of this.
Yes.
Why does that sound awful?
I know
ho-
it sounds awful, and I'm not a fan either, but there's good news. In each of these
We have time for a nap?
Please.
He kind of looks at you, he kind of looks at your condition, and he kind of sighs to himself. It's not ideal, but honestly, I can't in good faith send you all out in this condition. And frankly, I'm not in that great of condition either. That and I need to still speak to Cedric, Canthball, Lady Silverstone, Lady Bloodwing. Yes.
Is there a bench nearby?
Is there a bench nearby? There is a bench over near the window.
Perfect. With that, Corey's gonna go curl up.
Don't fall asleep yet. There's still more to discuss.
No.
I promise you will get your sleep. I promise. I
She
promise.
sits on the bench, like, petulantly, like...
So, as I mentioned before, we can't have you all go together and ensure the complete destruction of these bases, because the Hellfire simply will catch on, and we can't risk them launching this attack early. This is why we need to work in tandem with our allies in the other 3 locations. And with that, I have a few ideas. I need to do a bit of planning, but we have allies in these other locations who can assist. I'm going to gather some here to help work with... I'm going to work with some of our allies here in Dragon's Reach to take out the base here. The rest of you, though, are going to need to do Onyx Vale, New Eden, and Evermore. I'm not hearing any dissuading opinions, so good. Alright, sounds like we have a plan.
Hold.
I'm just
have-
processing everything.
I'm taking notes.
I'm okay.
This
I'm
is
dealing
what-
with-
Yes, if you all need me to slow down for a minute and go back over everything out of character, I will.
Lily's having a freaking conniption over the fact that she's built a home here, and now she has people in danger here.
Okay. Either this is brain damage, or this is brain damage, but I have a question.
I hopefully have an answer.
Okay.
And you can see, like, Corvo looks like he's on the edge of a fucking breakdown. Just in an entire nervous breakdown.
Okay. So, Chaos in Street is distraction to allow for assassination attempt on last remaining leaders of the entire country, yes?
Yes.
Okay, now assume there's another plan in there. And Ravon kind of goes, you have part 1 and part 2. What's part 3? Because after all the shit and oh god. Oh, nearly threw up lung. What else could they do in the meantime to also gain out of this besides killing leaders and causing immense damage?
Well, presumably part 3 is complete takeover with the Shad's son. Which brings me to my next point. The Covens, as I've been calling them, for these 4 locations, they are currently working under the watchful eye of 4 of Skull's Hell Raiders.
Really?
Like Toru.
Like Toru. As far as I've been able to gather, Onyx Vale is under the watchful eye of... Okay. Corey, do you want me to answer that first?
No, I don't want to interrupt.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Onyx Vale is currently under the watch of what has been deemed the Mountain. A massive, hulking brute who, honestly, is probably more might than will. New Eden is under the eye of a powerful assassin known as the Shadow.
Wait a minute. Is it a drow woman?
As far as I'm aware.
Good to know. Shifty eyes.
Above game, not the same Shadow.
Okay. Thank God. You said Onyx Vale is under the watch of the mountain, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
The shadow runs which one?
I'll give you guys this information here in just a moment.
Okay.
And
Yes,
then
please, thank you.
Eramor is under the eye of the twins. A deceptive name, as I believe there are actually 3 of them. But that's neither here nor there.
Whoa.
Then here in Dragon's Reach, that is under the eye of the Collector cask. So, above game, give me one moment. I'll get you this. Oh, I need to get you guys their names as well. Hold on. Lore drops. Onyx Vale is under the eye of the Mountain, Zog. New Eden, the Shadow, Yegoth. Eramor, the twins, which is Bug, Slug, and Pug.
Seriously?
Bug, Slug, and Pug.
Are these hobgoblins?
Or are they hoblin goblins?
And then Dragon's Reach is under the eye of the Collector cask. There you go. Obviously, priority 1 is eliminating these leaders and making sure that operations cannot continue. Once the Hellfire Assembly, once these covens are eradicated, we can then proceed with some sort of plan to then wipe out the Orien, or at least, I don't know, bury them or something. I haven't gotten that far ahead yet, but we need to take action. We need to take action before they do.
So you want us to split up and meet with some allies in the region?
Yes. Which, feel free to take on that. I have a few ideas. I am going to... How about you all go and rest, because you all look like you've been through hell. I'm going to take a little time. I'm going to plan, and we will meet back up here tomorrow at dawn. I'm going to get in contact with our allies. I'm going to plan this to the best of my ability to get optimal groups together to coordinate with our allies. You all right now, go, rest, do whatever you need to, talk to whoever you need to, and prepare, because I don't know what's going to happen when we kick this thing off. But we will meet back here tomorrow at dawn. At dawn.
Alright. I guess we gotta take the day to prepare then.
Theon, who's been relatively quiet during this whole thing, comes over to you, Corvin, and just slowly slides the spell scroll over to you.
Slowly slides 10 platinum into his hand.
Pardon me.
Don't die.
Oh shit. You good, Ollie?
Excuse me. went down the wrong pipe.
Oops.
Ooh.
Rip.
Yeesh.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Whew. Fuck. But yes. Take some time, rest, prepare, do whatever you need to, and then we will meet tomorrow at dawn and finalize our plans.
Okay. I know I need to stock up on a few supplies. And
What?
very much rest.
I need to ask Oxus if he could carry, if he has any alchemy flasks, because it feels like I'm going to need a lot of fire.
I need to head to Arxis too and replace something I lost recently.
Theon speaks up. I'm going to speak with Nicholas and see if perhaps he can have a few deterrents constructed for you all.
Wait, actually, before you go, I don't know if this is something we already thought about or already took into consideration, but how are we going to be in contact with one another? I know Corvin's got that spell that can, reach out to people, and I think you do as well, Theon.
Corvo speaks up. I'm going to make sure that everyone has some means of communication between each other. Whether that
Okay.
be a sending stone or somebody with the sending spell or whatever, but I will handle that.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, there's a thing here in Dragon's Reach, and obviously we don't want to cause a panic, so we can't tell a lot of people, but would it be okay to tell a few people, maybe not the whole truth, but that it's probably be a good idea to get out of town for a day or two?
As long as you could do it without raising suspicion. That's why, in this, it will be your group, as well as our allies, handling this, and not members of the the Old Guard. Because we cannot afford them catching on to the fact that we know what they're planning.
Gotcha.
Lily speaks up. I know that I am going to get at least Genia and her dad out of here if I can. I know that I'm not sure the condition my parents' house is under, as it was under someone else's care.
About that. Genia's father works for the Orion Club, yes?
That is correct.
Right. Okay, so here's the deal with that. So as you all remember, dear Mr. Arthur Orion, who was killed by his brother Flint after you all had fixed him. I am 99% sure that Arthur Orion was part of the Hellfire Assembly.
That makes way too much sense, and I think I called that.
That would explain where he got such powerful magic.
Right.
With that, I've already made Flint aware, as I found the entrance to their coven via the Orion Club, and have thus already evacuated Flint and his bodyguard, Bruno, Genia's father. Or at least gave them the means to evacuate.
Well, that's one thing taken care of at least.
Whether he has Whether her father has already told her or not, I don't know. But Flint has assured me that he and Bruno are going to be out of the office for a few days.
Hopefully that means they are somewhere safe.
Hopefully. Hopefully,
I can
anywhere
at least
safe right
hope.
now. Anything else, gang?
I feel like there's something, but I can't think of it right now.
Where's Nexus?
Where
And where is
Nexus?
Kieran?
That sounds like questions for you all to answer, because I don't know where any of these people are. So that sounds like something for you all to do over the next, I don't know, 24 hours. Now go! And he starts like kind of ushering you all along, like go, 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 go!
Okay.
Step of the wind.
With that, you guys have. I'm gonna change our music a bit. With that, you guys have 24 hours to prepare for this excursion. You can, if you wish, prepare. You can speak with individuals. You can prepare yourselves by resting. You guys have the ability to go and see Arxis and buy items, or speak with some of your allies for potentially beneficial items or things, really. Each one of you is going to have to take an 8-hour stint for a rest, except for Corvin, who will only need 4. Because fucking elves are stupid and I love them.
Stupid sexy.
So Corvin has 20 hours. The rest of you have 16 hours to do with whatever you want. If you all wish to make a trip to Arxis, that will be a 1-hour excursion in which you can look up anything and then look up any item or anything you want, and either realistically after the game send to me and we can discuss prices for it. But I do want to know what everyone wishes to do. It sounds like, Lily, you are going to go seek out Genia, correct?
Sorry, I had a Cheeto in my mouth.
Ayo.
Lucky. I want chips.
Yes. Lily has a, well, we're gonna put it this way. Lily's military mode has kicked in. Her instincts, she wants to evacuate Genia, and she wants to see if she can get a hold of her mother.
Okay. We'll do
How
the
the
thing
fuck
with...
she's gonna do that? She doesn't know.
We'll get to that. We'll do the thing with Genia first. So you go out and you find Genia, who seems relieved when you come back home, and goes, "Hey, I've already heard. I know that things are going bad, and I know that we likely need to leave or prepare or something. My dad's not a big fan of the idea of leaving.
Didn't think he would, but I need you. I need you to get out of here, please.
Where am I going to go?"
My family home in Dry Hollow. out in the forest.
She looks at you for a moment like, and how am I getting there?
I can get you there, don't worry.
How?
There's plenty of people here who have teleportation.
I'm not going to be able to convince you to let me stay, am I?
She shakes her head. Absolutely not.
I didn't think
I
so.
know what's going on. And needless to say, I would rather you be safe.
Okay, well, if that is the case, I have no issue going, and I'm sure Flit won't, but you're going to have to find a way to convince my dad to leave, because he is determined to stay here and fight for the town that he grew up in, as he was telling me.
I will do my best. But if I can't, I know he's more than capable, rather than... I don't want to lose you again.
I know. That is why I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to go. That being said, I would rather not have my father here, the only family I have left. I don't want him being here fighting monsters. Please,
I'm gonna
try to
do
get
my
him to come
best.
with me.
I'm gonna see if I can find my mother. And, I don't know, maybe I can have her help me.
Okay. Who should I go and talk to?
Lily's bad with names at the top of her head. Shit.
Theon, Reno. Anyone, really? In fact, I'm gonna say, just for this, Theon. Just for the sake of simplicity.
I need you to go talk to Theon.
Okay. I can do that. My dad is currently not at work. He's at home. So I am going to give you his address, and she will... Wait, you've been there. You know where his home is. She says, just go and talk to him. Try to get him to see sense.
I promise. And I'm also gonna give her directions to my family home, since it is out in the middle of the fucking forest.
Okay. All right. With
That way she doesn't get lost.
With that, you are going to be able to successfully evacuate Genia from Dry Hollow, or from Dragon's Reach, in the event that something happens. With that, you go and you hunt down Bruno, her father. You come up to his place and you knock on the door, and you hear from inside, "Come in!"
She takes a deep breath and opens the door. Sir?
Ah, Lily. You are not going to be able to convince me to leave, so don't even try.
I know this is your home. And I know you want to fight for your home. But I'd also rather have you with Genia, keeping her safe in case someone, perchance, knows where she is. You know my name by now, and she holds her symbol up of like the Vanir guard. You know what I do. You know the importance in what I do. I want her safe. I couldn't keep her safe last time, and I know you can.
Make me a persuasion check.
$18.
My daughter chose a good one. Alright, fine. I'm pretty sure Flint wants to leave anyway. Doesn't want to be around in case shit goes down.
Theon can get you there. And Genia is at my family home in the Evergreen Forest in Dry Hollow.
Alright, I don't know who Theon is, so I'm going to go speak with Genia and see if she knows who that is.
She can get you there, don't worry. I gave her directions too, so.
Alright.
And if anything happens, she does have a sending stone. If I need her, if I need you, if I need brute muscle, I know where to go. I just love her too much and I don't want to see her hurt.
I'll make sure she's safe.
Thank you.
Alright, so. With that, Genia, Bruno, and Flint, I almost said Flit, are going to evacuate to Dry Hollow. For the course of whatever this next bit is. Is there anything else you want to do? You want to try to find your mother, correct?
Yes.
How do you go about doing that?
That is a valid question.
If you want, I can let you think on it, and we can come back.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Up next, Corvin. What do you want to do during the course of the 20 hours that you have?
Run to Arxis for the thing that I sent.
Mhm.
Things, technically.
Yeah.
And then the remainder of the time, read the leadership book.
Okay. Arxis will be about a 1-hour trip, and then if you just want to read the rest of, that will give you 19 hours in your book.
And that would be finished.
Okay. You top off. Your max is now in charisma is now a 22, and your charisma is also a 22.
Hells yes.
Diana. Let me see. Okay. Diana is going to spend her time preparing the Akodea, as well as probably accompanying Kore to find Nexus. But I'm going to go ahead and say that she also spends the rest of her time. I'm going to give her 17 hours to finish her book. Meaning that the Tome of Clear Thought is finished. Meaning her max for intelligence goes up to 22 and is currently now an 18. With that, Kore, you are going to find Nexus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is still dawn where you currently are. Nexus is asleep in his room.
Phew.
he's still here. I don't know what's gonna happen with him if things break out down here.
I don't know either. What I do know is I'm gonna set up post out here and sleep.
In the hallway?
I don't know.
I'm sure it'd be fine if you slept in his room. At least there's like a comfy chair in there.
Yeah.
Right, well, I am going to go prepare the Ekodea in the event of the worst, and I guess I'm going to go read. So, you let me know if you need me for anything, okay?
I will.
Okay. And she gives you a kiss, and she whispers in your ear, I love you.
Me too.
And she goes off. Are you gonna break up your sleep period as 4 hours now and then more later, or are you doing the full 8 hours now? What are you doing?
8 hours now.
Okay. One moment. Okay. So, as you get a few hours of sleep, probably about 4-ish hours, you are awoken by the gentle tug of Nexus, who is just kind of tugging on your sleeve, going, Auntie Corey,
Huh?
what are you doing here? I didn't know you were back.
Yeah, I figured that since Diana was reading, she got a new book, that she could check on us in one go if we were in the same place.
You okay?
I'm tired. We just got back from a mission.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can let you go back to sleep.
You should go back to sleep too.
Auntie Corey,
And she like pats the side of his face.
I slept all night. It's like 9 a.m.
Go get breakfast then. She like waves him away.
Okay. Do you want me to bring you something?
That would be amazing.
Okay. And he goes off and gets breakfast, and you kind of doze back off again. And about half an hour later, he brings you back what appears to be a plate of bacon and eggs that the kitchen staff prepared.
Aww.
You see that they're done in like the shape of a smiley face. You think that was his idea? After you get the course of your sleep, is there anything else you want to do? Or are you just going to spend that time with Nexus?
I don't know. I guess she's gonna go find. She needs to find Cedric later. Oh, I guess she can just use her sending stone later. Yeah, I guess
You
she'll
can
just
go
spend
and
most
find
of her time
Cedric
with-
if you want. It's been a few hours.
Sure.
You go out to find Cedric, and you do find him in his personal study. He seems to sort of have his head in his hands, and he seems to just be quietly thinking to himself. He doesn't hear you come in.
She'll Knock twice on the door frame.
Alright. Good to see you all again. You again? It's good to see you again. Sorry, I'm coming out of a thought process.
You're good. Admittedly, I woke up not that long ago.
I admit I've been up a bit longer than I would like. But so comes with the duty.
There's a lot coming at us.
Right. Corvo has informed me. Things are dire, certainly.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Increasingly worried about Nexus. It makes sense now why they gave him back to us.
Yes, I've been thinking about that as well. I don't know what to do. I keep thinking that the safest place for him is here. But I know that is very likely what they're planning. I can't send him
Should
away
I
again
take him
because
to
I know what
Haven?
happened the last time he was sent out.
We can take him to Haven. Surely someone at the... Oh, fuck me. What's the name of the
The
monk
Lunar
place
Assembly.
again?
The Lunar Choir. Blech.
No, the monk place.
Oh, the Anima Sanctum?
Thank you. Surely someone at the Sanctum could protect him.
Possibly. Didn't you just kill a devil down there, though?
Yes.
With all due respect, Corey, I personally feel that the safest place for him is at our side.
Oh, true. That was just an idea.
I know. And it's not a bad idea. I just... fatherly instinct, you know? I'd rather have them close.
We'll keep guards around him.
Right. As for this whole plan, I'm going to sit here and pretend that I don't know anything as to not raise suspicion, as Corvo put it, but I did give him a bit of information that should play into your hands tomorrow when you leave.
Yeah. I should go check on the bar.
Wait,
And she'll... Oh,
before you go, are you alright?
as alright as one can be with
Right,
everything
right.
going on.
Right.
But I'm alright.
I spoke with Diana recently. I'm sure she told you already.
Mm-hmm. And she kind of like just like tilts her head. Hmm.
She has given me a bit to think about. And
Corey's face kind of drops a little bit, like, what?
I'm not very good at putting this into words.
It's concern. It's concern that's on her face.
Why do you look so concerned?
Nothing. You know how it is when a lot's going on. Your brain just jumps to the worst.
Right.
Continue.
Right. Just, thank you for everything so far.
You're welcome. I have a lot to thank you for as well, but I should go. And she...
Right. Of course. Kind of awkwardly scratches the back of his head.
I'll see you around, Your Grace. And she skedaddles.
Around. He sort of mutters to himself as you leave. With that, you are going to go check Havana Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What specifically are you checking it for?
She's just trying to go about normal. Business as normal.
Okay.
In the same way.
You start helping Havana Hall get a bit more set up. There's now a light flow of business coming and going. Admittedly, not a ton, mainly based on the location. Mainly because a lot of the refugees don't have a lot of spare money to spend on alcohol. But in most circumstances, you're willing to foot the bill, I assume.
Well, sorry, hold on.
You're good. Obviously not like big things.
Well, it's more like they could also like work. It's not just a bar. Like they can also have like jobs like
Yeah, of
there
course,
as well.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But there is a nice bit of business flow now, and you kind of think to yourself, and you recall that Havana Hall is magically protected. If something were to go down, might not be a bad fallback location.
Mm-hmm.
And with that kind of in the back of your mind, you continue on your day. Is there anything else you would like to do with your 16 hours?
Another health potion or two is all she would like to pick up, and that's about it.
Okay, so a trip to Arxis, the third
Yeah.
wish. Okay. All right. With that, we go to Rovan. So I'm going to just mark down real quick. I'm going to mark down names for those going to the third wish. So for Arxis, I have Corvin and Kore. We will for now go to Rovan. Rovan, what are you doing? How are you preparing?
First and foremost, Ravana's gonna go find Kieran.
Okay. Kieran is actually down in the garden in the castle, tending to some of the plants there.
Nice flowers.
Oh my gods, what happened to you?
Demigods. 3 of them.
Yeah?
Killed one. Pissed off other. We brought the other one back. Then fought other one.
Uh-huh. And you're okay?
I have not thrown up my heart, lungs, spleen. Or brain, yes.
Come on, let's get you looked at. And she's going to start escorting you to the castle infirmary. To
Alright.
where the clerics and doctors do take care of you. To where you are feeling significantly better. So you are going to spend about 2 hours in the infirmary.
Alright.
Afterwards, you still have more time. Afterwards, Kieran sort of sits down with you. So, what else? What else is going on?
I found purpose.
That's good.
So yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but that's good. That's good.
My faith is back. Like I have my full faith again. I found reason.
That's wonderful. And then this is the point where Raikiri appears and is full form, and Kieran goes, "Oh my gosh, he's gotten a lot bigger."
Yeah. He is at full strength. I cannot wait to see what we will do. How
Raikiri,
big is Raikiri, by the way?
Raikiri is the size, a little bit bigger than the size of a normal fox. Probably about the size of like a large dog, perhaps.
Like a mastiff.
Not quite that big.
German Shepherd?
Maybe. Yeah, give or take.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Decently sized. Probably closer to like husky size.
Nugget size?
Yeah, we could go nugget size. We could go nugget size as I turn and look at my dog. And you can see that he now has he has a few lines, a few red markings on his face, and one that goes from the bridge of his nose all the way up his head and down his back and blossoms out and goes down all 9 of his tails.
So yeah, we are a lot better.
That's honestly wonderful. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And I say that because you look like something is bothering you still.
Well, you might want to get out of Dragon's Reach.
Uh-huh.
Above King Tart, in which area would my family have been located within the Divine Isles?
Your family's located in Aramore.
Ah, fuck. Yeah. You need to get out of here. I would say go to my family's home. But, that is not a good place to go either, right now.
Why do I need to get out of here?
Well...
Ravon.
Okay, so...
He's now giving you a stern look.
Remind me, Kieran can speak Celestial, yes?
Let me check. Kieran. Hold on. She can speak those.
Damn! Okay, so... Long story short, there is going to be trouble here in this city.
What kind of trouble?
Think of riot and then amplify it by 100.
That bad?
That bad.
Oh.
I would say it would be best for you to at least get somewhere safe. Dawnfield, maybe. At least for temporary bit of time.
So, things are going to go down here and you want me to leave?
For safety, yes. Considering it is going to get very ugly.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, I thought so.
If things are going to happen here, people are going to need my help. You're going to need my help. I'm not leaving.
I've got... Okay. Okay, I'm not going to fight you. I know better.
Good, because you'll lose. She laughs.
Careful. I have lots of new tricks. But first, all you need to know is be prepared to help out wherever you can. Ask Old Guard where you would be best.
I will do that.
Second,
And he kind of looks down at his armor and everything else.
I really need to get better armor. Those 3 fights were a wake-up call. I'm probably going to meet Arxis. And try getting something. Rest.
I guess I'll go talk to Theon. See where he needs me.
Kieran,
Yes.
when this is all over, I mean all of this war, the you know, the blood talent thing, and you know,
Yes. She says, kind of giving you a curious eye.
I have something I will ask you, and I will need you to be 100% truthful.
Are you going to propose to me?
We still have a lot of time, and I can still die. Remember that.
That isn't an answer. She says, blushing a bit.
But I'm not going to answer the question yet. Not until I am done with Toti. But in the meantime,
Uh-huh. She says, seemingly, a bit embarrassed now.
He is going to hug Kieran.
She's sort of taken aback a bit by that. It kind of hesitates before hugging you back.
And he is going to give a very gentle kiss on top of Kieran's forehead.
Mm-hmm.
now if you excuse me, my dear. You have a very, very well-spoken person to go talk to. And then I have a long nap to take, followed by a moderate drinking session. Feel free to join on that.
And Ravon is going to walk out, still covered in band-aids. And just immediately look back and go,
We got this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So with that, you are doing a trip to Arxis and you are going to rest, correct?
correct.
Okay. Good shit. Alright, alright, alright. So I will mark you down for a trip to Arxis. Anything else, Ravon?
He'll make a quick pit stop to Theon
Okay. For what purpose?
to inform him that the mission in Artesia was a success. Good things happened. And he's going to make inquiry on that potential project.
Which project?
For that certain mineral mine.
Okay. He would tell you that he is not the one to talk to about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, sorry, Theon. No, excuse me, I have to go.
And he rushes out the door. Band-aids flying off him. Leaving a small trail of blood.
Okay. Alright. Trip to Arxis, a bit of rest. Anything else? Or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. With that, Flit. What would you like to do, dear Flit?
I also would like to make a trip to Arxis, but I'd actually like to roleplay my trip, if that's okay.
That works for me. Absolutely. You spend an hour going by Arxis. Arxis, who has already had a share of your friends come and goes, well, I am just getting all sorts of business today. How are you, dear Flit? You look significantly less beat up than your friends did. Especially, dear Rovan when he came in.
I can still see some of his blood.
Yes, thank you for that. And he snaps his fingers, and a mop comes along and mops it up.
As he is mopping everything up, are the goblins in today?
That they are. They are right upstairs if you wish to go see them.
I do. She kind of thinks to herself a little bit. Say, Arxis,
Yes.
I'm looking for a few things before I head on up there. But, I'm also we'll start with the easy one. I'm in the need of a diamond.
A diamond. Of what value, might I ask?
Oh, 300 or so.
300? I certainly have that. I'll give it to you for 250.
Aw, thank you.
You are so very welcome.
This one's a little bit more odd.
Odd. I like odd. My second
Well-
husband's middle name was Odd.
Was his last name Job?
No, it was... Sorry, that one took me off. That one took me by surprise a little bit.
CG,
God
that
damn
was
it, CG.
a pull.
That was beautiful.
Pulled that one right out of the hat.
No, it was not Job.
So this is actually, I'm looking for some oils, and let me double check. Let me just double check. And, it's called, I think, unguents? Unguents?
Oil of unguents?
No, rare oils and unguents worth at least 1,000 gold.
Oh, I thought you were looking. Okay, I was thinking of like, for example, like oil with slipperiness.
Hmm.
Yeah, Arxis would have that for 1,000.
Yeah.
You said.
Yeah. However, Flit's just going to stop him as he goes to his stock. So I'm gonna ask a favor of you for something.
A favor? Oh, darling, those are my favorite forms of transactions.
Could you pretend you don't have that in stock right now?
A devious smile comes across his face. I don't quite see what you're getting at, and I am a big fan, darling. Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
That's a 20.
I will do just that. If anybody asks, I do not have them.
Okay. You're probably going to hear me ask in a little bit. And, Flit, without a second more, is going to head upstairs to talk to the goblins.
Okay. You go upstairs and you find your two little goblin friends. Philete is up there, appears to be organizing a few of the books.
Hi, Flit.
Hey, you two.
Hello.
It's just Philete at the moment. You don't know where their sibling is.
Ah, understandable. So, hey, Philete.
Hello.
Is Scritlix here?
Yeah, hold on, let me get it. Let me get him.
Scrat!
Just kind of yelling down the hallway. You hear something downstairs from where Arxis was shatter on the floor, and he goes, "We talked about the screaming."
Sorry. Scrat!
And Scritlix comes out from around one corner. Yes. Oh, hey, Flit.
Hey, Scrit. Just got back from someplace I very much don't want to go back to, as she visibly shudders.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Interesting.
You haven't ever dealt with the cold, I'd imagine, but it's not real fun if you have cold blood. It's a very bad combination.
I believe it.
You guys holding up okay? I didn't have a chance to kind of pop in last time I was here.
Yeah, we're doing good, actually. Right, Fi? Yeah, I'm learning how to organize books.
Oh. Is she doing a good job?
Make me an investigation check.
$20.
She's doing a great job, actually.
Oh, not bad.
Thank you. I'm organizing them alphabetically and by color.
Ooh. That's a really good job you've got going on.
Thank you.
Say, Scrit, I was wondering, how has it been working for Arxis?
He is an interesting character, but he hasn't given us any trouble, which I certainly appreciate.
Oh, that's good. He's eccentric. I know he's got...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been very helpful, though.
Mm-hmm. Have you been, you know, when I recommended you to him, I said that you were kind of a real go-getter about, like, finding magical items and stuff. Does he still have you do that?
Occasionally. A lot of them seem to just kind of show up, truth be told. But he has me go out and search every now and again. And I like to think I've been doing a good job. He hasn't told me to stop, so...
Well, hey, I actually need something right now.
Okay, I could do that.
I'm looking for some oils and, for a spell I'm needing.
Okay.
I came to Arxis and he said he didn't have any, or he had some, but it wasn't the kind I needed.
Really?
Yeah, he thought it was strange too.
Huh.
I was wondering if, perhaps you could go and hunt some of this down for me?
How much do you need?
Technically I have some already, but, we'd probably need, oh, I don't know, a couple hundred golds worth.
Ugh. That's a lot.
Well, I get it, but, you know, I think Arxis might be able to help you out. Wouldn't surprise me. He does know how things just kind of show up, so maybe he's got something, he can point you in the right direction.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go down and talk to him.
Yeah. You're doing me a big favor.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, she kind of leans down a little bit. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to a reason to cast this spell, but it's also really, really, really bad if I happen to cast it. And I was thinking to myself, I should probably just have the stuff on hand in case it needed. Are you familiar with the spell Reincarnate?
Let me roll for them. Sort of. That's actually one of the spells in my mom's journal.
Oh,
I haven't read too
nice.
much into it, though.
Reincarnate is kind of a... It's kind of a way to help bring the dead back. there's a bit of a caveat to it, and it does require some materials to it, but I figured, in my line of work, that might happen more than I think, and I thought I'd come in and see if maybe Arxis could help, but he seems like he's a little bit short right now. I was wondering if you could go out and hunt it out.
I mean, again, I can certainly try. I'm sure I can get some. Just again, a couple hundred gold is a lot.
I can talk with Arxis, see how much he has backup or incoming, and
Okay.
but I just
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that you were able to find me some.
Yeah, I can do my best.
Okay. One moment, real quick. I'm just gonna double check with Arxis to get kind of a better amount. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna head on back to Arxis.
Okay. I am curious. What is your plan here?
Oh man, it's a shame that I was out of town hunting oils when this attack happened. This seems like a pretty easy job. Perhaps this would be a good time to get Philete in on this, and maybe it's pretty easy. You could probably just go to a different town.
I figured this was the case, but I wanted to make sure.
And I have a feeling that Arxis is wily enough to kind of pick up what I'm putting down without
Yes.
asking too many questions.
Yes. Skrillex goes, here, if you're actually going down to talk with him, how about I go with you?
Sure. We can go together. Meantime, let me tell you about what I was recently doing, and Flit will relay a few things, just a casual conversation, a few things about her trip to Artesia. And there was two giants, and there was these trees that weren't actually trees.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they were actually like weird shadow creatures. It would have been really bad in the nights, but thankfully Corfin made a mansion appear out of thin air.
Smile.
Anyways,
The two of you head down to speak with Arxis, and Arxis goes, there you are. Did you find what you were looking for?
well, yeah, I couldn't find, as you know, I couldn't find the oils I needed, but Skrit thinks
real
that,
shame.
yeah, Skrit thinks that they might be able to help me track them down.
Really now? That's absolutely wonderful. I have in my disposal, I have about 200 golds worth, and you said you needed how much again? 1,000?
Oh, you got 200? Yeah, I have 1,000.
You
I
hear
talked to-
Philete, or you hear Skrillex kind of, oh,
Well, I was actually talking with Diana earlier, and seems like the Equidea has about 500 that they're willing to help me out with.
oh,
so,
wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
So we're 300 short.
Mhm.
Skrit, does that seem like an achievable number? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's still quite a. That's still quite a lot. How about you take your sister with you, and the both of you go on out of town and find them. I know it will likely take a couple days. Is that all right with you, Flit?
Oh, I'm in no hurry. It's just something I've been meaning to get around to and haven't had a chance.
Alright, then I will set you two up for a little bit of travel, a little bit of ways to protect yourself, a little bit of shelter for you all, a little bit of portable shelter for you all, and how about the two of you go and try to get those oils? How's that sound? Sure. Wonderful! Alright then, it sounds like we have a deal. Does this work for you, Flit?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Skrit, thank you so much. You are being such a big help. And Skrit goes, yeah, sure. I'm gonna go get my sister then. Wonderful. I'll get the two of you, the two of your bags ready. And Skrit runs off, and Arxis looks at you. I don't know what you're planning, but I like it.
Well, I have a feeling that someone of your capabilities would enjoy the mystery. Hmm?
Yes, of course.
Here. And so she is going to put 300 gold on the counter. I know he asked for 250, but she's going to give the extra 50 for, just something for services beyond just normal purchase.
I thank you, my dear. I'll make sure the two of them stay out of town for a few days.
Princess, thank you so much.
Of course.
You've done a lot for them, and you've done a lot for us.
Well, that seems only reasonable for my favorite customers.
I wonder if, just a little less hush-hush. Like, I'm glad they've been doing well for you.
I'm as well. They have a lot of potential. I think they'll do quite well.
Yeah.
Especially
And you know what?
Scriptlix has quite the keen mind.
When we met, When she met, she tried to feed us to a snake, but, we got over that pretty quickly.
A
And-
snake?
Oh, they're Flamvore Vipers. They were really nasty.
Ooh, nasty.
One of them swallowed two of our friends, and I had to go inside it to get them out. That was not fun, but it was interesting.
Gross.
But, and we eventually tracked her down. And the more I talked, the more it just seemed like she was kind of in a rough spot. Her and her sister, so I'm glad that she's in better hands now.
Yes, I agree. I will say above game, Skrit is non-binary.
I remember, but I couldn't remember if it was male pronouns or female pronouns. I'm afraid I don't have.
It is neither. It is they, them.
They, them, thank you.
I got you.
But yeah. They've got a lot of potential in them.
Indeed. Well, with that being said, is there anything else I can assist you with?
I think I'm good for now. Just the diamond and eventually the oils.
All right. Well, if there's anything else you need, you know where to find me. I'm sure with whatever your group is planning, I'm likely to see more of you by the end of the day.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I've had most of you come in today asking for Corvinas for Alchemist Fire. I don't know what the deal with that is, but I can only assume it's not great things. Or perhaps it's very great things. I don't know. I don't know your party.
Oh, don't you?
They give you a wink.
She gives a sly grin back. But that is all that she was looking for at Arxis.
Okay. Anything else you want to do with the rest of your day?
Read? Yes, read. I want to read, but... You know what? I will just poke my head in and see what Reno is up to real quick.
Reno seems to be hard at work trying to prep means for you all to get to these other locations.
Then in that case, I will walk in, see what is probably a magical nexus, and just leave a note at the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
They would come and find you later, and you would spend a little time together.
Okay.
But they are currently very hard at work.
Understandable. Yeah, I didn't... Above game, if you haven't seen, I have it, but I just wanted to spend a little bit of time and also do some reading.
Yeah, of course. How much time do you have left on your book?
Still a lot, unfortunately. My D4 rolls have been crap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently sitting at, Let's see. This is still the day. 25 hours total on the book.
25. Okay. I can give you about 17 max, which will bring you up to what, 42?
17 you said? I'll take it.
And then I believe you still have I think you still have about a little less than 48 hours.
I am
Roughly 48 hours to finish the book.
correct. I need 6 hours at some point.
Okay, you'll get that. You will get that by then.
Okay. So, wait. By then?
By the end of the 48-hour period.
Okay, yeah. Just double check.
Yes. With that being said, Reno comes by and finds you a bit later and goes, "Hello, dear. I am terribly sorry about that. I saw your note at the door. I've been working on scrolls, which here's one for you." And he hands you a scroll of teleport.
Oh, okay. She kind of takes the scroll, puts it away. Thanks again.
What?
No, just helping us out. I mean, it doesn't have to be everything. It doesn't have to be for something specific.
Doesn't it, though? He gives you a devilish grin.
Oh, you're right. I should start keeping tabs.
That'd be fun. That'd be very fun.
Yeah, well, one of these days, we'll have a nice time to just sit out and enjoy a little bit of fun when the world's not imploding, or I guess exploding in this instance.
Right. Ooh, it's been chaotic. My only
Alright.
inkling is that it's not going to slow down anytime soon.
Well, hopefully we can at least staunch some of the bleeding, right?
That would be ideal, yes.
You know, the next time that we have a day, just for ourselves, she kind of looks at this scroll of teleport. I should at least contribute some on my end, right? I haven't been able to do it much, but I can actually do some teleportation stuff as well. But, you know, Corvin is really good at teleportation, so I kind of let him take the lead. But, you know, it could be fun to just kind of go somewhere, like you and me.
That sounds wonderful. We'll have to discuss.
I should show you the house that I technically own.
Oh?
When we were in Haven, we told you about this, I believe, where we you know, slew that demon, and how she was posing as one of the major town members.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as she was posing as a major town member, that town member had a house, and she pulls out the deed, and now there's no longer a demon at that house.
Oh. Yes, that is quite significant, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It really brings down the property values, you know. Some influence from the Hells. But as the place was no longer occupied, maybe we could visit there one time.
That sounds like a wonderful time.
But she just kind of walks on over and gives him a bit of a intimate hug, and it's like something you to think about when it's something to look forward to during the oncoming storm, right?
Indeed. I'm already looking forward to it.
She smiles.
With that, are we good to move on?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. Lily, we're going to come back around to you. you wanted to try something to try and draw out your mother, correct?
Yes.
What would you like to attempt to do?
So Lily, either above game, I'm thinking either Lily, I want to try to find somewhere secluded, whether it be, Lily's house or just, a little secluded area.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants to pull out her, the singed jewelry box that her, opal and dandelion's hilt came in.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of runs her fingers along it and just kind of looks at it. I know you said you wouldn't be far away. But I kinda need you now, Mom. She's just kinda hoping, her mother was true to her word. And
You wait for a bit. The seconds turn into minutes. The minutes into an hour. An hour becomes 2 hours. You hope. You wait. But she never comes. Where she is, you do not know. But she does not show herself before you.
Fair. Lily she does want to make her way to her house so she can kind of drop off the stuff that she doesn't need on her since she has a house.
Yes. Okay. Anything else from your end?
No. I'm actually stocked up on stuff.
Okay.
She just really needs to sleep.
A little dissuaded, considering that your mother did not appear, you do find your way back to your home, and you do find yourself going into a deep sleep. You all wake up the next morning. Dawn. We'll go over outside of game what everybody wants from Arxis' shop, as well as prices and everything, but for now, you all gather back up once again in the guard hall. Corvo is already there with Theon, and he seems to already be kind of pacing, and as you all appear, he goes, "All right, good, you're here." As you all look, you see Sindri is also here. Hi, guys.
Hi, Sindri.
Hello.
Yes, Sindri is here. He's going to be helping me here on my end. We will get to that. So, a few things. We have here, courtesy of Reno, some teleportation scrolls to help you get to where you're going. Hopefully this will be good enough. I currently don't have a way for you to get back, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. And Flit, you already got one of these.
Mm-hmm.
So we will pass these out here in just a minute when I designate groups. And yes, I am designating groups. I've thought long and hard about this. And you guys look at him. He looks like he slept a little bit. Enough to ward off a point of exhaustion. Not enough to be well rested, though. And also, Nicholas, courtesy of Nicholas, made these. I don't know what they do. He just said that they were deterrents for the hordes, or the hives, and that we could easily figure them out. And he puts it on the table a number of cylindrical objects about the size of like soda cans. I forget what he called them. He called them gods. I don't know, fire something fire. It doesn't matter. What matters is it's a fire explosive of some sort, which is exactly what we need for this.
Okay, I thought he was going to call it magic cylinder for some reason.
Shut the fuck up. I love that.
I think he called them, I don't know, whiz poppers or something.
That sounds weak.
Look, I didn't make up the name, alright? Regardless. I have a plan, I have information. So, the way this is going to go. And he points to Onyx Vale. In Onyx Vale, I spoke with Cedric, and he has a number of undercover agents there. I don't know their names. He said that your group would be familiar with them, though. You are to meet with them at, what is it called? What game? I forgot to grab the name for this. Fucking whoops. Give me 1 sec. You are to meet them at the Velvet Parlor. And I am going to give you guys this information.
Thank you.
This is going to be Team 1, Group 1. Corey and Corvin. This is you two.
So, you want us to take care of the mountain?
Yes. These allies that you'll be teaming up with are more than capable, and they should be able to help you do just that. As well as your penchant for magic, I presume you should be able to handle essentially a mound of flesh and muscle.
Just as long as the help is, well, meat shields.
He kind of gives you a look like, yeah. All right, but that is going to be you two. Move to New Eden. The Shadow. Flit and Lily, this is going to be your job. You are going to work directly with Alice Bloodwing, which, despite my objections to her plan, she is adamant and says that she has ways to keep the attention off of herself. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to trust her judgment.
Oh, that'll be good.
Lily smiles. Don't worry, Flit. I got your back. Well, the back of your legs, I guess.
Heck yeah! Team bright colors, let's go! What?
I love that, though, actually.
You are going to meet her at, who names these things? The Lazy Seal. And oddly enough, this is spelled like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a creature or like a lock, I don't know, but the Lazy Seal. And I am putting this information for you guys in low drops. And that leaves Aramor. That is going to be down to you, Rovan and Sarah, the two left. You are going to be working with Rovan. Congrats, you're going to get to work with your family. You're going to be working with Typhus. He was adamant that you work with him on this.
That is my brother, alright.
I'm sure you can figure out where you're going to go to meet up with him. You're going to go home.
Of course.
But that is going to be you and Sarah. And Diana kind of speaks up at this point and goes, wait, what about me? You, Diana, if it's alright, I would actually like to ask you to be here and help myself and Sentry clear out the coven that's here. Provided that there aren't any heavy dissuading opinions from your group or from you. Diana goes, I mean, I'm fine with that, provided everyone else is. She kind of looks at your group.
I think our teams are pretty well covered.
Anyone else wish to offer their input on Diana staying behind to help Corvo and Sindri?
I have something else to add.
Sure.
With how peerless it is, they might need somebody of your capabilities, Diana.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's
Not
a
to
good point.
mention, of the teams thus far, each of our 3 teams do have access to healing. And I don't think Sindri and Corvo are the best healers.
No, we are not. Isn't that right, Sindri? Sindri goes, I have a little bit, but not much. And with that, you can have that in lore drops. Any questions so far?
So, my question is this: it's okay if this is a buff game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the basic plan is we're going to go in, defeat the Coven, and if the Hive is disturbed, deal with the fallout of that, but the Coven is the main threat?
Yes, so your primary goal in this circumstance is to eradicate the Coven, as well as each of Skull's Hell Raiders that are leading, quote-unquote, the Coven. Coven takes priority. The Horde, you have deterrence, or the Hive, you have deterrence if in the event that things go wrong. But they are not your main concern. You are meant to deal with the Coven and the Hell Raiders, so that way you can come back to the Hive under a less stressful time. Or if you guys are there, you have these, I'll just say it straight out, you have these fire bombs that you could just, if you want, you could just take in and destroy the Hive too if you want. But your primary goal is the Coven and the Hell Raiders. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. And the rest of the guard, for the most part, is going to be kind of like doing nothing to pretend that there's nothing wrong.
Correct. Because if members of the Vanihir Guard are charging through the streets, kicking down doors and shit, they're going to accelerate their plans.
Gotcha.
That's the presumption. That's why you guys are doing it and not the old guard.
Understood.
Any other questions? Going once? Going twice? Okay.
Closing his eyes and picking a gun and praying right now because, the mountain is intimidating.
All right. With that, I think we are good to go. Everyone divvy up your supplies, and each group will get 1 scroll of teleportation, which don't bother putting it in your inventory because you guys are going to use those right now to get there.
Okay.
And you guys are going to get 1 firebomb, 1 whiz popper. Which, it doesn't
Whiz
matter whose
popper.
inventory those are in. What's that?
Just giggling at Whiz Popper.
If you know, you know. But with that, you guys gather yourselves up, get into your collective groups. And with Dragon's Reach at your back, the rising sun at your back, you all move forward to launch this plan. And over the course of this week, we are going to have 3 separate mini sessions to see what events unfold. Tuesday, we will have Wolfstalker. We will have Sarah and Rovan, as well as Typhus, tackling the Coven with an Airmore. On Wednesday, we will have Corvin, and these mysterious agents that have been sent out under Cedric's recommendation, clearing out the Coven with an Onyx Veil. And on Thursday, we will have Flit and Lily, as well as Lady Bloodwing, tackling the Coven within New Eden.
God, I hope these people are beefy.
Smile. With that being said, now you guys know why I was asking you for your availability this week.
Yay!
We're doing mini sessions. These will not be full-length sessions. They will be approximately 2 hours each, 2 to 3 hours at most. And they will be at varying hours, but they will be throughout the course of this week. But with that being said, that is going to do it for us tonight. You guys excited?
I am stoked.
Curious.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go. With that being said, let's go ahead and start doing outros. Let's start with Ponkles.
Y'all can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and sometimes TikTok at PunkYardDog. Things are up in the air, as they usually are. I'm moving soon. Hopefully gonna organize a donate-a-thon, subathon, some kind of event. I'll post more on Tumblr, especially that's where I'll be more active from now on, because fuck you, Musk.
True.
But yeah, that's me. River.
That's me. You can find me over at twitch.tv/WickedRiver97, where I actually come back tomorrow. My schedule is also going to be a little bit chaotic, seeing as how we are now on the hunt for somewhere to live, because our lease is up in a month, and
Let's go.
yeah, fuck this apartment.
Let's go.
So I'll be doing a bunch of stuff to try to raise money to help for that. And then, more stuff this week. I got a bunch of stuff this week, so I'm send it over to CG.
Thank you, fellow member of Team Bright Colors.
Team Bright Colors.
Let's go. Hello, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media. But you can find me on over various Good Beans channels such as twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn, where we have Strixhaven this week. I was not there for last session, so I cannot actually recap what happened.
I assume stuff.
Maybe also things. But I'll tell you what I was here for. The Trials of Ados one-shot, which has turned into a 3-shot that we had last Tuesday on this very channel, that we are going to have not this Tuesday, but the week after, for, I believe, the finale?
Should be.
Yeah. We found ourselves a bit of a den of scum and villainy, and maybe vampires, and also maybe celestials that are watching over these vampires. I don't know what that fuck's about. And a bit of a puzzle to go along with it. So that's fun. With that, I'm gonna throw it on over to who hasn't gone.
Yeah.
J Frost.
I toss it over to J Frost.
Thank you, CG. Hey everybody, you can find me here on twitch.tv/JFrost747 and over on Twitter at JFrost747. And this week we're gonna pretty much keep it easy and relaxed. Me and the love are gonna just enjoy some peace and quiet, do some grocery shopping, and soon visit a sheep farm because, you know, gotta learn how to take care of sheep soon. Other than that, as far as streaming's concerned, you'll be able to find me over on twitch.tv/BurnoutVaughn for Saved by the Spell this week, where our students are getting more into the clubs and everything else. We're gonna have fun with those. Other than that, probably catch me on Friday doing a little bit of some random games. Feeling like doing some old school party games. So we'll see how that goes. Joe.
So,
You gotta show someone.
Chill, my boy. brother friend.
Here's my impression of a nugget, Tarko.
Oh,
I
come
show you.
on. You should. You gotta show someone.
Twitch.tv, late higher old.
That's a good bean. I will accept this. And that leaves me. Hello, my name is Farted Tart, resident DM, pastry dog, and charity streamer. Yes, that's right. If you saw 2 days ago, we had a bit of a wonderful charity stream here on this channel. But you have already found me here at twitch.tv/FartingTart. I do D&D, I do variety games. This week, as I mentioned, we are going to be doing 3 mini sessions throughout the course of this week to determine what exactly happens with this gaggle of goons. So make sure to tune in for those. Aside from that, this week we will be finishing up RE4 Remake with my buddy Johnny. We're actually going to be doing that tomorrow at 12 p.m. CST, so make sure to tune in for that. I am moving soon, so I may do a bit of a fundraising thing in the near future. I'm unsure. Things are a bit wild at the moment, and I'm honestly just kind of flying by the seat of my pants at this time. So yeah, that's me. With that being said, I suppose we gotta find someone to raid.
I have a brawl and a bev.
A bev and a brawl. I like both of those. Let me also check my list.
Also have a bromad.
I do see a dog. Oh, I can't raid Bromad though. He's doing Amori. I'm not familiar. I haven't played that yet, and I don't want spoilers.
Fair.
That's Amore.
Well, we'll raid into Bev because I like that goo person.
Salami person.
Slimy person. Everyone go show Bev a little bit of love. Let them know who sent you. We will be back in 2 days for more War of the Shattered Sun, and then of course the next Sunday for War of the Shattered Sun. So make sure to tune in for that. But remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, and most importantly, you matter. I love you all, we love you all, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Adios.